Hello, today we will discuss the internal architecture of 8279, that is interfacing device. 8279 is also known as display controller. We have discussed in our previous video the pin diagram of 8279. In that discussion we have actually classified all the pins of 8279 into different categories based upon their connection with different devices. That is, these pins actually are going to connect with 8086 processor or 8085 processor. The lower pins are going to connect with any display. These pins, that is return lines, control and shift, are going to connect with keyboard, and these are the scan lines. So we have classified the 8279 pins into four major categories. That is, those which are going to connect with 8086. The next are going to connect with display, any display device. Some are going to connect with keyboard, and some are our scan lines or scanning pins. Now we will discuss each block, the description of each block one by one. First of all, the data buffer. Data buffer actually connects the data bus of 8086 with the internal data bus of 8279. So data buffer actually connect both these data buses for any data transfer. Now the next block is input output control. In this block we have four pins, that is A0, CS, write and read. These read and write pins are going to be controlled by CS pin. That is, if CS pin is at low state, that is at digital 0 state, then only read and write operation can be performed. If CS pin is at high state, that is digital 1 state, no read write operation can be performed. The function of A0 pin, the function of A0 pin is divided into two categories. One is it is at high state, that is digital 1 state. This pin actually controls the status lines or command lines. Okay, when A0 is at low state, that is digital 0 state, it is going to control the data bus, that is data transfer. Now the next block is FIFO sensor RAM status. This block is going to control the interrupt through the IRQ pin. This block actually controls when to interrupt the 8086 processor for any read or write operation. So this RAM status actually tells the microprocessor to perform any read or a write operation through any interrupt request. Actually the interrupt request is generated by this very block through the IRQ pin. Now the next block is scan counter. This scan counter has scanning line. These scanning line are actually connected with keyboard lines and also with the display lines. These scanning lines actually works on two modes, that is decoder mode or encoder mode. In decoder mode, this binary count that is generated by scanning lines is going to decoded at the scan counter itself. That is, the decoding portion, the decoding will be done by the scan counter itself. In the encoder mode, the decoding of scanning lines will be done by any external device. Okay, the decoding will be done by any external device. So scan counter actually works on two modes, that is encoder mode and second one is decoder mode. Now the next block is return block. Return block actually receive the returns line. These returns lines are RL0 to RL7. These are 8 lines which are going to received by this return block. This return block also receive the shift and control pins which are actually coming from the keyboard connections. Now the next block is the 8:8 FIFO sensor RAM. If we press any key from the keyboard, that code is going to store in this RAM. That code is going to store in this RAM by following FIFO operation, that is first in first out. The code which first enters the RAM will be first out from this RAM. The next block is keyboard debounce and control. This keyboard debounce and control actually controls the timing for which we are pressing the keyboard switch. That is, if we continuously pressing the keyboard switch for minimum 10 millisecond, then only the code for that particular switch, that particular key will be generated and transferred to this FIFO sensor RAM. If we have pressed the keyboard switch or keyboard key less than 10 millisecond, then no code will be generated. That is, our 8279 will not receive the code, that is, it will not detect our the switching of the key. Now our next block is control and timing register block. In this block we have different timing registers. These timing register actually control the timing of different modes of 8279. Actually 8279 has 3 input modes. Actually these are keyboard mode, and 2 output modes, and these are display mode. So timing of these modes can be controlled by timing registers. The next block is timing and control unit. Timing and control unit actually generate the timing pulses, which synchronize the operation of different blocks which are operating in this 8279 chip. The next block is display address register block. This block has address registers which hold the address of data which is coming from 8086, which is going to display at the display device. The data which is coming from the 8086 for display is going to be piled up in this RAM. This 16 into 8 display RAM will store the code for different data, and that will be displayed one by one from this RAM. Now the next block is display registers. These display registers actually has registers which generate two output buses. These two output buses are 4 bit. This is out A0 to A3 is a 4 bit, and out B0 to B3 is also a 4 bit. Either we can use these 4 bit individually for any 4 bit data display, or we can also use these in combined for any 8 bit data display. Now we will shift our discussion toward different modes of operation of 8279. 8279 actually operates on two basic modes, that is input modes and output modes. Input modes are also known as keyboard mode, and output modes are also known as display modes. Input modes or keyboard mode can be further classified into three categories as scanned keyboard mode, scan sensor matrix mode, and strobed input mode. The output modes or display mode can be categorized as display scan mode or display entry mode. In the first one, scan keyboard mode, we actually connect keyboard with 8279 chip. Okay, we actually connect a keyboard with 8279 chip. Keyboard matrix can be of 8:8 or 4:8. So we are connecting actually keyboard with the 8279, and keyboard matrix can be of two type. It can be 8:8 or 4:8. If we have to connect 8:8 matrix keyboard with the 8279, we will use encoded mode of scan counter. We will use encoded mode of scan counter. If we have to connect 4:8 matrix type keyboard with the 8279, we will use decoded mode of scan counter. Actually, we have discussed the scan counter in number block diagram, that scan counter has two different mode, that is encoder mode or decoder mode. Now this scan sensor matrix mode. In this mode, we are actually connecting sensor array or sensor with the 8279. Sensor array is also of two type. It can be 8:8 or 4:8. If we have to connect 8:8 sensor array with the 8279, we will use encoded mode of scan counter. Or if we are using 4:8 sensor array to be connected with the 8279, we will use decoded mode of scan counter that we have discussed. Now the third classification is strobed input. This mode is actually used for validating any control signals or data lines. In this mode, if the control lines goes low, the data on return line is stored in the FIFO byte by byte. Now the next one is the display modes. The display modes can be of two types. First one is display scan. In the display scan mode, we actually connect a display with the 8279. A display can be of dual 4-bit, or it can be single 8-bit display. So we can either connect dual 4-bit display with the 8279, or we can connect a single 8-bit display with the 8279. Now the last one is display entry. In this case, if we have to enter any data or enter any signal into the display, or we have to do the setting of display, it can be either setted from the right, or it can be either setted from left. Okay, it can be either setted from left, or it is either setted from right. That is, we can either display any data from left to right or from right to left. As we have seen in CPU monitors, the data always display from left to right. That is any data we have to display, it always goes from left side to towards right side. But in case of we have seen that in case of calculators, the data actually display from right to left. Any digit we have to display, it first display on right hand side, then goes to the left hand side. In case of monitors, it actually first display on left hand side and goes toward the right hand side. So this setting can also be done in our display, that will be done only done actually in the display entry mode. Thank you.